This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
This broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being made possible by Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected. Mason General Hospital and Family of Clinics, united community, empowered people, exceptional health. And our community credit union. Our priority is you. Good afternoon and welcome to Highclimber Field on the campus of Shelton High School in Shelton, Washington, as Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, starts our 2019 spring sports broadcasts with non-conference baseball. Today, the Montesano Bulldogs take on the Shelton Highclimbers. I'm Diedrich Allen, and this is the Our Community Credit Union On Deck Show. This is the season opener for Shelton. The Highclimbers have several returning players from a team that went 16-9 a year ago, finished 4th in the South Sound Conference, placed 3rd in the West Central District 3, Southwest District 4 tournament, and made the round of 16 in the 3A state tournament last year before losing to Southridge 3-1. The Sun, by the way, went on to win the championship. This is Montesano's second game of the season. The Bulldogs beat Rochester 8-2 on Monday. Monty scored 2 runs in the 4th inning and 6 in the 5th behind Payson Parker, Aaron Leno, Tegan Zilliette, and Evan Bates. Parker hit a home run. Leno was 3 for 4 at the plate with 2 RBI. Zilliette was 3 for 3 with 2 RBI, and Bates had a 2-run double. The Bulldogs finished with 14 hits. Montesano used 5 pitchers who combined to hold the Warriors to 2 runs on 4 hits with 9 strikeouts and 8 walks. A good opener for the Bulldogs, who lost only 1 game during the regular season a year ago, went 2-1 in the 2018 Southwest 1A District Tournament, and won 1 of 2 games in the state tournament last year. However, they lost 8 to graduation last year and have 4 seniors on this year's team. Coming up on the Our Community Credit Union On Deck Show, we have lineups, batting order, and the first pitch. It's non-conference baseball, the Montesano Bulldogs at the Shelton Highclimbers, next on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Yeah.
Everyone has dreams, but not everyone knows the steps they need to take to get there. At the Community Financial Center, we help members of our Community Credit Union to work toward their dreams. Located inside the Shelton Mountain View branch, the Community Financial Center works with families to help them pursue their short and long-term goals, specializing in comprehensive financial planning, investment advisory services, insurance, and retirement planning. At the Community Financial Center, we work one-on-one with our Community Credit Union members to help them identify their needs and their objectives. Together, we'll develop a set of strategies that seek your success. Isn't it time to set a path to your goals? Set up a free, no-obligation consultation at our Community Credit Union's Community Financial Center. It's your success. We just guide you towards it.
Sick with a cold or flu? Too busy to see a healthcare provider for a minor ailment? Now you can see a healthcare provider by phone or internet from your home or office 24/7. Mason General Hospital and Family of Clinics offers a 24/7 service from a qualified medical provider called My Mason Virtual Care. Private and secure, Virtual Care gives you at least 20 minutes of phone or internet visit for only $35, with options for Skype, FaceTime, or video chat. For more information and a complete list of illnesses cared for, go online to mymasonvirtualcare.com.
Mason General Hospital and Family of Clinics. Equal opportunity provider. Translation services provided.
Oh, welcome back to Highclimber Field. Diedrich Allen behind home plate. Only have 1 camera today, but we will do our best to give you the call. First game is always fun, and I'm trying to figure out everything here. So we have a Highclimbers in white. On the hill will be Falcon Johnson getting his warm-up pitches in. And battery is going to be Osberg behind the plate, and obviously Max on, or Falcon on the hill. Let's give you some starting, well, the batting order. Aaron Leno will lead things off for Montesano. Parker Plata will follow. Tegan Zilliette, the 3-hole. Let's see here, Evan Bates will follow. And we have Payson Parker and Trace Ridgway, Shaden Farmer, Cyrus Parsons, and Carter Olson. So leading things off will be Aaron Leno. See if I can figure this out with a new fancy scoreboard. Can't quite see my... Can't quite see the... give me some volume here. Move it over here, maybe it'll be better. All right, so the first pitch. It's going to be a strike. Next pitch on the way. That one's fouled off. You can see everything shaking there. So two Leno to lead things off here in the first inning. Next pitch. That one's popped up. Is it playable? Just in foul territory and gloving it, and 1 out. And that was Wade Smotherman over on third base, so 1 away. That'll bring up Parker Plateau. Catcher for the Bulldogs. First pitch. That's going to hit the outside corner for strike 1. Nobody on, 1 away here for the Bulldogs. Next pitch, outside and high. That's going to be ball 1. 1-1. Next pitch on the way. That one's popped up. I lost sight of it, and there's a chase forward in foul territory out of play. That'll be strike 2. So 1 and 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out. Pitch on the way. It's high. Ball 2, 2 and 2. And a 2-2 pitch. That one's ground up the middle. Throw over to Ingstrom. Throw to first and in time. And that's 2 down. So 2 down, and that will bring out Tegan Zilliette. Center fielder for the Bulldogs. First pitch to him. Outside corner, that's going to be a ball. Apologize for the hum, I can't quite figure that one out. Next pitch from Falcon, that one's popped up. That is going to go to deep right field, and it's like Denning will get under it, and that'll be 3 out. So 1, 2, 3 go the Bulldogs here. In the first, we head to the bottom of the first. No score.
Hey sports fans, do you want to know when and where your favorite teams in the South Sound Conference are playing, who won the game last night, and what the current standings are? Well, it's easy to find out on sscathletics.org. The information is entered by athletic directors and coaches, so you know it's accurate and up to date, making sscathletics.org the place to view official schedules, scores, standings, photos for all the schools and all the sports in the South Sound Conference. Check out sscathletics.org, the official website of the South Sound Conference.
If you love them enough to relearn math so you can teach them math, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
So we're at the bottom of the first inning. And leading things off for the Highclimbers will be Caleb Hitzman, first baseman. It'll be followed by Wade Smotherman, who is playing over at third base today. On the mound for the Bulldogs, should tell you, is Evan Bates, and catching for him is Parker Plato. So Hitzman will be the leadoff batter here as the Highclimbers. Let's see, that's supposed to be 0. That's supposed to be 0. There we go. So bottom of the first inning, no score. Caleb Hitzman will lead things off. He will be followed by Ty Smotherman and then Brendan Engstrom. First pitch, low, that's ball 1. Next pitch, still ball 2, just trying to find that outside corner. Next pitch. And that was a strike, a great call there. So 2-1 to Hitzman. Next pitch, that was in the dirt. 3-1 for the Climber first baseman to lead things off. And that is a ball. So Caleb Hitzman walks to lead things off, and that'll bring up Ty Smotherman. Swing and a miss there. Next pitch. As low. 1-1. Hitzman takes his lead over at first base. Smotherman the batter. Next pitch. Curveball sank in there. Not enough. It's a little bit low. 2-1. Oh, check that. That's a strike. He did call that one, so it's 1-2 to Smotherman. Next pitch. That's a strike 3 and 1 away. So 1 down, 1 on. And that brings up Brendan Engstrom. Shortstop today for the Climbers. This pitch, runner goes, swing and foul tip, but Hitzman stands up and he's safe over at second on a strike one. So runner in scoring position for the Climbers. And an 0-1 count. To Engstrom, he'll ground that one out of play. So it's 0-2. Yeah, timeout called. Plato will go talk with Bates. A little different position this year than from last year. We were up in the clubhouse last year, but that view has now been eliminated for some safety, glass safety. So you can't see out the windows now, so we can't utilize that. So we're behind the plate again and have one camera this year. But we'll make it work. We'll add cameras as we move into the season. There's a pop fly that's going to head for the mini dome, and there is still 0-2. Hitzman over at second base. I'm going to try and get this camera a little bit higher for our next broadcast. On deck, it's going to be Falcon Johnson. One down, one on for the Highclimbers. That's a pitch low. Ball one. 1-2. Next pitch, swung on. That's going to get through the gap into left field. Holding up for the throw in is Hitzman at third, but Engstrom will head to second. And there's two runners in scoring position. And that'll bring up Max Falcon. So Engstrom's over at second, Hitzman at third, one away. First pitch to Falcon. It's going to be a strike one. This umpire is a little slow on his calls, so 0-1 with one away. Runners take their leads. Next pitch. Swung on, that's going to go right to shortstop. He'll glove it, throw it over to first in time. No, it's off the glove, and Hitzman is in. Engstrom makes his way to third, and Max is on second on an error. And that will bring up Trey Denning. That one's fouled off. Strike one. Got to pay attention in this position. Still one out, one in for the Highclimbers. Runners at second and third. Falcon Johnson at second. Brendan Engstrom at third. And the batter is Trey Denning. He'll foul another one off. They're in left field today for the Highclimbers. They are up 1-0 in the bottom of the first inning. And 0-2 is the count. It's a pitch on the way. It's a grounder that's going to go over the pitcher's head. That's going to dribble in and get past, and Denning is in. And you've got, yeah, Engstrom is in, excuse me. And Falcon's over at third. And Denny's at first on another error. So 2 in, 1 out. Runners at the corners. That'll bring up Zach Junker. Throw over to shortstop. And they've got a little pickle going on here. And a throw over the head of the catcher, and in to score is Falcon. Still in play, as you can see. And you've got Denning over at third now, off yet another error. And that means there is a 3-0 lead for the Highclimbers. And the count, I'm sorry, is 0-0. Hasn't been a pitch to the plate yet. So 3 runs are in, 1 out, 1 on. Zach Junker is the batter for the Highclimbers. Takes ball 1. Next pitch. And it's ball 2. On deck is Matthew Osberg for the Highclimbers. That looked like a good pitch. And it's 3 balls now. And that will be a walk. Second walk given up. And runners in the corners now. And I'll bring up Matt Osberg. A little bit of a shower just before the game. A little sprinkle, I guess you could say. Surprised me. The runners at the corners. 3 in. There's a swing first. Hit up the middle. Throw over to first is in time. But got another run added to the board. That's out number 2. It should be 4-0 in the first. That'll bring up Max Johnson. Center fielder. And it's strike 1. I finally posted it on the board, so I am right. It's 4-0 here in the first inning. Highclimbers on top in their in their season opener. Got Jonker. I didn't realize was over at second. Just second on the play that on the ground out to Osberg. So 2 down, 4 in, 1 on for the Highclimbers. Max Johnson pitch. That is ball or strikes a ball. So 1-1 is the count. Should Johnson reach? Takes ball 2. Blaine Van Ochten is on deck for the Highclimbers. Next pitch, that one's a ground ball. Is going to dribbler, caught by the shortstop, throw over to first in time, and that will end the inning. So damage has been done. 4 runs, 3 errors, and a couple of hits. Highclimbers up 4-0. We head to the second.
Hey, you.
Yeah, you.
getting that college education.
What are you gonna do? Graduate and take some office job?
Be like everybody else.
Or will you dare do something different?
Like, be a teacher. You could be my teacher.
You got the skills, the smarts.
Yes, you.
You could be the teacher I never forget.
That would be cool.
Does that corporate job even have recess?
What are you gonna make of yourself?
What are you gonna make of me?
There's so many great things about life in Mason County, and Hood Canal Communications is proud to be one more. Headquartered in Union, we offer the speed and reliability your family needs, backed by hometown service and support. Whether you need to just check email or power all those Wi-Fi devices around your home, HCC has the right package for you. Stop by one of our friendly offices, call or visit hcc.net to learn more. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
And we're back here at Highclimber Field. 4-0. Shelton on top. Head to the top of the second inning. Montesano is going to send up Evan Bates, Payson Parker, and Trace Ridgway. And there's a pitching change for the Highclimbers. Looks like Ingstrom's on the mound after 1 inning of work for Falcon. And Falcon will head over to third base and take his place there. Osberg still behind the plate. Let's see. Got Van Otten at short, is that right? Yep. Hitzman at third. Second base. Who's in second base? No, I'm sorry. Van Otten is at second. Smotherman's over at short, and Falcon is at third. The outfield, you've got Dinning. I'm missing somebody here. Yeah, well, the leadoff batter here in the second for the Montesano Bulldogs is Evan Bates. Pitcher. First pitch from Ingstrom is ball 1. Next pitch, that one swung on, and that's knocked out of play. 1-1. Next pitch, outside ball 2. 2-1. Leadoff batter for Montesano here in the second inning. They went 1-2-3 in the first. Next pitch, that one swung on, fouled off. Third base side. 2-2 now the count. Next pitch. That one again is fouled off third baseline, way over and hitting the mini dome, so still 2-2. So it's 2-2. Ingstrom in the windup in the pitch. Swing and a miss, and strikeout for Parker. 1 away. Top of the second inning, 4-0 Shelton. Montesano up to bat with 1 away. Inside. I'm sorry, it was Bates that was struck out. Gotta get my sheet right. It's Payson Parker is the batter now. You can tell I'm a little rusty here in my baseball. Next pitch is ball 2. 2-0. Going to foul back. No mistake there. Might just rattle the camera off. Rattle it loose, so I'm going to have to change it. You can't see first base anymore. We'll do that. And when we get another batter down here. And the 2-1 pitch. That one's fouled off again. It's a 2-2. Oh, maybe he'll move it back into the proper location. So 1 out, nobody on. 2-2 is the count. Batter for Montesano is Payson Parker. And somehow I've got Ryan down here for some reason. It's a shift and a strikeout. So 2 down. So that'll bring up Trace Ridgway. Yeah, we'll have to do it in the break. Experimenting with new equipment is always fun. Next, the first pitch. That one's pop is going to get and drop into left field. Ridgway goes to first, and that's the first hit given up by the Highclimbers. And that will bring up Shaden Farmer. First baseman for the Bulldogs. Two away, 1 on. Runner at first. Smack, and that one's going to be caught on the run by Van Auken. And a nice play. And 3 down. They leave 1. We head to the bottom of the second. Still 4-0, Shelton.
A healthcare provider is just a phone call or website visit away, thanks to a new service from Mason General Hospital and family of clinics called My Mason Virtual Care. Now you can talk with a board-certified healthcare provider from your home or office 24/7 for many common ailments, such as flu, pink eye, cold, or rash. Virtual care is private and secure, and a fee of only $35 for a 20-minute visit lets you avoid long wait times and limits your risk of exposure to others. No appointment needed. For more information and a complete list of illnesses cared for, go online to mymasonvirtualcare.com.
Mason General Hospital and family of clinics. Equal opportunity provider. Translation services provided.
Most party fouls are pretty dumb. But if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Underage drinking and driving. The ultimate party foul.
All right, so we head to the bottom of the second inning. Highclimbers up 4-0. In the end of the inning, Blaine Van Auken is the leadoff batter, and he takes ball 1. I don't know if that's my crowd mic or nope, it's my mic on my headset. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Leadoff batter for the Highclimbers here, leading 4-0. Swing and a miss by Blaine. 1-1. So first base is now covered by the fence. We'll have to figure out some way to fix that when we have a moment. Next pitch. Outside, ball 2. 2-1. Next pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Next pitch. That one's fouled off. So So the count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. Leadoff batter for the Highclimbers here in the second inning, leading 4-0. Top of the order on deck, Caleb Hitzman. Another foul off. And Hitzman will be followed by Smotherman. I'm sorry, Ty. I'm calling him Wade. That was his brother. It's Ty. Full count? Actually, yes, it is a full count. How did I get a full count? Well, as a walk. So Van Ochten is on base. Must not be paying attention. No, now it is a full count. That's what I thought. So it's not a walk. So Ogden is a full count. Count was even last time. Next pitch. And now they get the walk. And that'll bring up Caleb Hitzman. He walked to lead the game off. And then he scored. First pitch to him. Outside, ball 1. Next pitch. Swung on. That's going to hit right up the middle. A throw to first, or second in time. Throw over to first. In time, double play. So that makes 2 away. Good play for the Bulldogs here. That'll bring up Ty Smotherman. He struck out in the first inning. That one's smacked up, and the first baseman will grab it. And pitcher trying to cover. He does just in time with the underhand throw, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3. Go the Highclimbers. We head to the third, 4-0. Shelton still on top.
Frustrated by rising cable prices? You're not the only one. As your local cable TV provider, we work hard to give you the channels you want to watch the local news, enjoy family night, and cheer on your favorite sports team. We also fight to keep your rates fair, but at the negotiating table, large corporate broadcasters demand higher fees for their programming. As TV viewership goes down, broadcast rates continue to go up. It's not fair. Frustrated by rising cable prices? You're not the only one. As your local cable TV provider, we work hard to give you the channels you want to watch the local news, enjoy family night, and cheer on your favorite sports team. We also fight to keep your rates fair, but at the negotiating table, large corporate broadcasters demand higher fees for their programming. As TV viewership goes down, broadcast rates continue to go up. It's not fair. None of us should cover their losses. Visit KeepTheConnections.com for more information on how we're working for you.
Everyone has dreams, but not everyone knows the steps they need to take to get there. At the Community Financial Center, we help members of our community credit union to work toward their dreams. Located inside the Shelton Mountain View branch, the Community Financial Center works with families to help them pursue their short and long-term goals, specializing in comprehensive financial planning, investment advisory services, insurance, and retirement planning. At the Community Financial Center, we work one-on-one with our community credit union members to help them identify their needs and their objectives. Together, we'll develop a set of strategies that seek your success. Isn't it time to set a path to your goals? Set up a free, no-obligation consultation at our community credit union's Community Financial Center. It's your success. We just guide you towards it.
Another new pitcher for the Highclimbers. So now, Austin Ramsfield. Still can't quite get the camera fixed to get it over to first, and I'm going to have to work on that as we get moments. And he will face Parsons. He'll ground that one right back to Ramsfield. He'll throw it over to Hitzman, and that's one away. And that brings up Carter Olson. First pitch, tie, ball one. Next pitch, straight down the middle, and that is a strike one. 1-1. It was swinging. I missed on that one. 1-2. Aaron Lano on deck for Montesano. He popped out in the first inning. The 1-2 pitch. That one's going to be hit into left field up the third base line, fair. And it's only the second hit given up. And that will bring up Aaron Lano. One out, one on. Top of the third inning here. Runner over at first. That's Olson. I'm sorry, it's Parsons. No, Parsons out. It is Olson. And catching up. First pitch, however, Delano is a strike. Olson takes the lead at first. You can't see it because he's blocked by a little bit of the fencing. A little curve ball. And that is strike two called. Throw over to first. Olson dives back safely. Next pitch, swing and a miss, and Lano struck out. So 2 down now. 1 on, 2 out. That brings up Parker Plato. Nice stop by Osberg on that pitch. Gonna have to move the camera in and over to the left, it looks like. So it'll be interesting to figure out how we can do that in the next break between innings. 4-0, Shelton on top. Scored all 4 of their runs. And the first runner goes on the ball. Throw over to second is almost in time, but unfortunately, who is that that couldn't quite handle it? Smotherman couldn't handle it. And so Carter makes his way over to second. A little bobbled throw. The throw was in time, but Smotherman couldn't quite glove it and tag out the runner. So it's 2 balls, no strikes. And it's strike 1. Timeout has been called. Osberg and Ramsfield are going to chat things over. Here comes Osberg quickly back to his position behind home plate. 4-0. Top of the third. Shelton on top. Montesano at bat. 2 out, 1 on. Runner is at second. And that is Parsons. Batter, Parker Plato, is 2 balls, 1 strike. Pitch on the way. That one's popped up. Long, high fly ball. It looks like it's going to drop in to center field. It does. 1 run will score. Making his way over to second is Plato with a double. Still 2 away. Two hits. And that will bring up Tegan Zilietti. Popped out in the first inning, his first at bat. So 1 in, 1 on, and 2 away for the Bulldogs. And Zilietti takes ball 1. Outside and high. Next pitch. That one's low in the dirt. Nice stop by Osberg. 2-1. Or 2-0, excuse me. 2 down. 1 in, 1 on for Montesano. So yeah, digs in. Plato over on second for Montesano. Pitch on the way. Check swing. And I call that strike 1. 2-1 is the count. Little conversation. Gonna check that one? Nope, they're not gonna check it. Conversation going on. So 2 balls, 1 strike for Tegan Zilietti. 2 out, 1 in, 1 on for the Bulldogs. Top of the 3rd inning. Ramsfield with another pitch. That one is strike 2. Home plate umpire very slow in his calls. There's a grounder that's going to go foul. Count remains 2-2. 1 in, 2 out, 1 on. 2-2 count to Tegan Zilietti from Montesano. 4-1 ball game. Just joining us, Shelton sent 4 across the plate in the first inning. And they went to 1, 2, 3 in their half of the second, but we're in the top of the 3rd. Pitch outside. Going to be ball 3, 3, and 2. Full count for Zilietti, excuse me. Next pitch. That one's popped up. It's going to left field. And gloving it, and Denning will get the final out. So 2 hits, 1 run. 1 error for the Highclimbers, and the Montesano Bulldogs are on the board. We head to the bottom of the 3rd.
Sick with a cold or flu? Too busy to see a healthcare provider for a minor ailment? Now you can see a healthcare provider by phone or internet from your home or office 24/7. Mason General Hospital and Family of Clinics offers a 24/7 service from a qualified medical provider called My Mason Virtual Care. Private and secure, Virtual Care gives you at least 20 minutes of phone or internet visit for only $35, with options for Skype, FaceTime, or video chat. For more information and a complete list of illnesses cared for, go online to mymasonvirtualcare.com.
Mason General Hospital and Family of Clinics. Equal opportunity provider, translation services provided.
Hey sports fans, do you want to know when and where your favorite teams in the South Sound Conference are playing, who won the game last night, and what the current standings are? Well, it's easy to find out on sscathletics.org. The information is entered by athletic directors and coaches, so you know it's accurate and up to date, making sscathletics.org the place to view official schedules, scores, standings, photos for all the schools, and all the sports in the South Sound Conference. Check out sscathletics.org, the official website of the South Sound Conference.
Bottom of the 3rd inning. 4-1 Shelton. The Highclimbers are going to send up, if I can get to the right page, and not send something else going awry here in our first game here on Mason Web TV. Leading things off will be Ingstrom. Brendan Ingstrom. Be followed by Falcon, Johnson, and Trey Denning. The order remains the same. Let's see here. Ingstrom had a double in the first inning. Thought I was falling around. All right, so leading things off for the Highclimbers, Brendan Ingstrom. First pitch. Found that one off his leg. Actually, it looks like we'll see who comes up on deck after Ingstrom. Takes ball 1. 1-1 is the count. Lead off batter here, bottom of the third inning. 4-1 Shelton. Highclimbers at bat. Next pitch. There's a strike. 1-2 now. Brendan Ingstrom. He's reached for that one. Got a piece of it. Board says it's 2-2. I have 1-2 actually. Next pitch. That's a swing and a miss, and down goes Ingstrom. That'll bring up Falcon Johnson. Falcon reached on an error in the first inning. First pitch, curved ball, hit the outside corner, strike 1. So number 7 is due up, and I don't have a name for that young man. Popped up, out of play, hit the screen as you see. That's 0-2 for Falcon. See if I can figure it out from my, I don't know who number 7 is. Coming up for the Highclimbers, he's on deck, but Falcon Johnson, he'll knock one foul into the dugout on the third base line. 0-2 still to count. 1 out. Nobody on. Highclimbers up 4-1. Almost have the camera back to where it was. Can see third base, but it's covered a little bit by the fence post. Or not the fence post, the chain link. We have this fancy camera holder as the pitch is low. That's the first ball. 1-2. It's called the Fence Link. It's actually designed for GoPros. I do not have a GoPro. I have a Zoom hooked to it at the moment. We'll have to experiment. It's a pop fly up center field, and that's going to be caught on the run. 2 down. I'll bring up number 7, the name I do not know. So we can't figure out who this young man is. In for Trey Denning. First pitch. Takes ball 1. Next pitch. Ooh, way outside, ball 2. I think Bates kind of lost that one on the pitch. He's on the mound. He's pitched through the game. He's charged with the 4 runs. Another one in the dirt. It's a 3-0 to number 7. Might be Jaden White, I'm not sure. Next pitch. Ooh, 4 pitches, and that's a walk. That'll bring up number 5. Should be Josh Deemer. So 2 out, 1 on for the Highclimbers here in the 3rd inning. They lead 4-1. Josh Deemer is the batter. Pitch to him. That should be a strike down the middle, and it is. 0-1 to Deemer. Osberg is on deck. Should Deemer reach? But there are 2 outs, 1 on for the Highclimbers. That's a little high, ball 1, 1-1. Next pitch. That's a low ball, 2-1. The swing, they got a foul tip on that one, but it's strike 2, 2-2 now the count. 2 out, 1 on for the Highclimbers here. The bottom of the 3rd inning. Next pitch. That's a pretty pitch, but and it's a strike. So Deemer goes down with a strike, and the Highclimbers leave 1. We head to the 4th. Shelton up 4-1.
I admit, I did try another TV provider. It sounded like a great deal, but I quickly realized it wasn't. When I read the fine print, I was locked into a long-term contract with a huge cancellation fee. So I came back to HCC. They're more reliable, the service is local, and I save, bundling internet and phone with them too. And I'm a lot happier now.
Great service from a local company. Stay with HCC.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or waiting for your ride. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included in Hood Canal Communications TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Hood Canal Communications online to learn more.
Top of the 4th inning, 4-1. Shelton on top. Montesano is going to send up Evan Bates, Payson, Parker, and Trace Ridgway if their order stays the same. It looks as if it does, as Bates will lead it off. He struck out in the 2nd inning. And he digs in to face Ramseyfield. Ramsfield charged with, this is his 2nd inning to pitch. First pitch is a strike on the outside corner. Generous call there, I would say. Actually, Ramsfield is charged with 1 run. This is his 2nd inning, as I mentioned. Hit that outside corner again. 0-2. one's a swing, and it's going to go right to first base. Hitzman will glove it, run over to second, step on the base, and that's a one away. So one out for the Bulldogs, and that'll bring up Payson Parker. He struck out in the second inning. That was Engstrom. But he's facing Ramsfield now, and takes pitch one, low, ball one. Ramsfield into his stretch and his windup. That's a strike right at the shoulders. 1-1. One out, nobody on for Montesano. That one's fouled off. 1-2. Trace Ridgway is on deck, designated hitter for the Bulldogs. First, Payson Parker is a 1-2 pitch. He'll hit one to left field. I'm sorry, right field, and that's gloved, and that's two away. So two down, nobody on. And Tracer Ridgway had a single in the second inning, but he was left out there. So by my count here, as a team, the Highclimbers have given up 3 hits. And that's ball one. That pitch. And that's a strike 2. Just trying to catch up my score sheet. So 1-1 is the pitch, 2 out, nobody on. There's another swing, and that one's popped off. 1-2. Ooh, swing and a miss, and that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Bulldogs here in their half of the 4th. We head to the bottom.
Since 1941, our community credit union has been focused on our members and helping you achieve your financial goals. At OCCU, we offer personal, mortgage, home equity, and business loans to meet your needs. Our top priority remains the same: providing personal, professional caring service to our members.
Helping people is very gratifying. To be able to say I work at a place that does that every single day, I'm very proud to be a part of that.
Become a member and become part of a growing, diversified family.
When you call OCCU, you get a live person, not a recording. Call representatives like me are truly here for you.
Dedicated to our community, last year OCCU employees volunteered over 1,700 hours to 43 service groups, schools, and community events. For over 20 years, we've been awarded the highest rating from Bauer Financial, the nation's leading bank, rating, and research firm. Come see the difference and give OCCU an opportunity to earn your trust.
Matt Osberg is a leadoff batter for Shelton here in the 4th. Took a ball 1. The first pitch. Here's the second pitch. He'll smack that one to center field on the run to get it. Can he get to it? He does. And that is fly out. That's out number 1. Trying to figure out who that was out there in center field. Tegan Zilliette with a catch out there. So that's 1 away. And that brings up Max Johnson. He ground out in the first inning. First pitch to him, outside, ball 1. 1-0. Evan Bates still on the mound for the Bulldogs. Next pitch. That's outside. Ball 2, 2-0. I don't know why they have a 1-1 on the board. I have 2-0. Next pitch. That one's popped up. There's a strike. Well, the board says it is 2-1. That's right. I got it right. Actually, 1 ball, or 2 balls, 1 strike. Next pitch. That one's low. Didn't quite get it. That's ball 3. 3-1 now. To Max Johnson. It's like Ramsfield's on deck. And that's a walk. That'll bring up Ramsfield. So 1 on, 1 out for the Highclimbers here. And Austin Ramsfield is the batter for Shelton. And he swung and pops one off. Straight up and over her heads. 0-1. Next pitch. That one's smacked. That's going to be gloved by the shortstop. Throw over to first. Got him. Double play. Did they get him? No, they did not get Johnson over there first. Well, for Ramsfield, so that's 2 down. That'll bring up top of the order, Caleb Hitzman. Ground out in the second, walked in the first. 2 down, 1 on for the Climbers here. And the bottom of the 4th inning. Hitzman will just belt one. That one's going to be caught on the run by the right fielder, and that'll end the inning. So the Highclimbers lead 1. Still lead 4-1. We head to the 5th.
Hey sports fans, do you want to know when and where your favorite teams in the Olympic League are playing? Who won the game last night? And what the current standings are? Well, it's easy to find out on olympicleague.com. The information is entered by athletic directors and coaches, so you know it's accurate and up to date, making olympicleague.com the place to view official schedules, scores, standings, photos for all the schools and all the sports in the Olympic League. Check out olympicleague.com, the official website of the Olympic League.
That's my neighbor Joe. Hey, Joe.
Hey, John.
Joe's about to make a big mistake. Hey, Joe, think it might be a good idea to call 811 to have the utilities marked before you start digging?
I'm not digging very deep. It's no big deal.
No big deal.
Dad, the TV's out. Internet, too.
Remember, safe digging always starts with a free call to 811. Oh, what a knucklehead.
We have a new pitcher for the Highclimbers. He's number 10, and I don't have a 10 on my list here. Let me take a look. No, could be Goldsby, but I thought he was 00. Well, we're going to call him Goldsby, Adam Goldsby. He'll take over in the 5th inning with a 4-1 lead. For the Bulldogs, let's see, in this inning, looks like, yes, Shaden Farmer will lead things off. He'll be followed by Cyrus Parsons, and then Carter Olson We'll have to check on the actual number, but I believe it's Goldsby on the mound for the Climbers here. I was told this number was 00, and it's 1-0. We'll have to check on all these things. We'll have a more accurate lineup for next game. First pitch, however, is a strike one. Oh, by the way, just to throw it out there, the next Highclimber broadcast for us will be next week, a week from today. It's a pop fly. That one might drop in. It's going to hit the fence. And he's going to hit for 2. And he does a stand-up double for Shelton Farmer to lead things off for the Bulldogs here in the 5th inning. And that will bring up Cyrus Parsons. I was going to mention 1 week the Climbers will be taking on Capital South Sound Conference action. Right here we'll have that game for you. Before then, though, they hit the road, travel to Oregon over the weekend, and then they'll be at Capital on Tuesday. Right now it's Montesano. Climbers are on top, 4-1. No outs, however, 1 on. And another smack. That's going to go to right field. That could be gone. It is a home run for Cyrus Parsons. And that makes it 3-4. It's a 2-run RBI home run. So back-to-back hits given up by who we're assuming is Adam Goldsby, but we're not sure. And Jason Winans is going to make his way to the mound. And Carter Olson will be the batter for Montesano as they now trail by 1 run. They've trailed by as many as 4. But they have whittled this down to just a 1 run. Back-to-back hits. A double and then a home run. A double by Shelton Farmer and a home run by Cyrus Parsons. And that makes it 4-3. This is the second game on the season for Montesano. Looking to go 2-0. They won, they beat Rochester on Monday. Here's the first pitch. It's going to be ball 1. Oh, Justin Elkins, that's who's on the mound. Okay, he's a pop fly. That one's out of play. Heading over to the softball field. So Elkins is the pitcher. Another, that's a shallow high fly ball that will be gloved by Smotherman, and that'll be 1 away. So 1 down, 2 in here for Montesano. That brings the top of the order, and Aaron Leno, I believe, I can't see if that's really him. First pitch to Leno. It's going to be a ball. Next pitch. Ball 2. 2-0. 2 in. Nobody on. 1 out for the Bulldogs here. And another high fly ball. Deemer's going to go. It's going to hit the fence. All the way back. And Leno is a stand-up double. It's her 3rd hit in the inning, and that will bring up Plato. Had a double in the 3rd and ground out in the 1st. Osberg has gone out to talk to Elkins. This is how the first 2 runs were started. There was a double and then a home run. Now we have Plato on, 1 out, 1 on. Elkins' first pitch, That's another smack that's going to go right to the center fielder, and that'll be Johnson will grab that one. That's out number 2. Things are just blowing them. And that will bring up Tegan Zilliette. Ground out in the 3rd, flat out in the 1st. So 2 down, 1 on. It's a grounder to first base. Hitzman will glove it, jog over to first, and that'll record the out. Damage was done, though. 2 runs on 3 hits. And Montesano now trails by 1. Way at the bottom of the 5th.
Since 1941, our community credit union has been focused on our members and helping you achieve your financial goals. At OCCU, we offer personal, mortgage, home equity, and business loans to meet your needs. Our top priority remains the same, providing personal, professional caring service to our members.
Helping people is very gratifying. To be able to say I work at a place that does that every single day, I'm very proud to be a part of that.
Become a member and become part of a growing, diversified family.
When you call OCCU, you get a live person, not a recording. Call representatives like me are truly here for you.
Dedicated to our community, last year OCCU employees volunteered over 1,700 hours to 43 service groups, schools, and community events. For over 20 years, we've been awarded the highest rating from Bauer Financial, the nation's leading bank, rating, and research firm. Come see the difference and give OCCU an opportunity to earn your trust.
Tegan Zilliette will be the new pitcher for Montesano. Takes over with his team trailing by 1, 4-3. Leading things off for the Highclimbers will be Ty Smotherman. He ground out in the 2nd, struck out in the 1st. Let's see here, what do we have? We have Deemer on deck, it looks like. Along with 22. Boy, we're getting some new faces out there as much as possible. I'm not sure who 22 is. But Zilliette will have to first face Ty Smotherman. He's moving around a little bit in the infield. He's been at shortstop. He's been at second base. I think his last was over at short. He's leadoff batter for the Highclimbers in the 5th. Lead by 1, 4-3. Zilliette's first pitch for Montesano. Swung on, that one's fouled out of play. So 1 is the count. Ooh, that one inside and high. Ball 1, 1-1. There's a ground ball. It's going to be hit up the middle. It's going to be gloved and thrown over to first in time. So that's 1 away. Number 22. Let's see if we can figure out who he is. Falcon Johnson will be on deck after number 22 for the Highclimbers. First pitch, swung on. That's a high fly ball. It's going to go to center field. Taking a couple of steps over to his right and gloving it. He'll be the center fielder, and that quickly is 2 away. So that will bring up Falcon Johnson. He popped out in the third, reached on error in the first. And he's got the dirtiest uniform. First pitch, that one's off the helmet of the catcher, Plato. 1-0 is the count. 2 down, nobody on for the Highclimbers here in the 5th inning. Falcon Johnson, the batter. Ooh, second pitch is high, ball 2-2-0. Next pitch, high, ball 3-0. And there is a walk for Falcon Johnson. Bring him number 7. Don't know who number 7 is. We'll have to check on that. Deemer will follow if number 7 reaches. First pitch from Zoliette, however. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Teagan looks over at first, then gets into his, another swing. A nice fastball straight down the middle. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch from Ziliette. Just curveball was low. Inside 1-2. 2 down, 1 on. Falcon Johnson over at first. Batter's number 7, and I don't know his name, and I apologize. It's high, Falcon goes, throw to second. They got him at the, yes they did. They got him stealing, and that ends the inning. So we head to the 6th in a 4-3 ball game. Montesano coming up.
Neighbors help each other. It's how community works, and it's how we do business at Hood Canal Communications. We know you count on us for value-priced internet, TV, and phone service, backed by friendly local support. Your hard-earned dollars stay right here as we invest in our community, our people, and smart technology. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected while being a good neighbor.
Might up if I update my scoreboard. As we head to the top of the 6th inning, 4-3 is the score. Shelton on top, Montesano coming to bat. New pitcher for the Highclimbers, Big Max Falcon. It's on the mound doing his warm-ups. While he's taking those warm-ups, I think I will try and fix my camera yet again. Try that. Yep, that'll work. So over at first, it looks like it's still Hitzman. Checking second. It's going to be 22. Who did I say 22 was? I have to check that. I do not have his name. Not third. It looks like it's going to be, no, 22's over there. 21. I'm not really sure what's going on in the infield. But it's a 4-3 ball game. Shelton on top. Montesano came back. They got 1 run in the third, 2 runs in the fifth. Let's see, they let off with a double and a home run. There's a fly out and a double and another fly out to get their 2-run home run. And leading things off for the Bulldogs, it's going to be Evan Bates. Ground out in the fourth, struck out in the second. First pitch in the dirt from Johnson. It's going to be ball 1. I did not check that. There we go. Now I'm all caught up in my scoreboard. It's a 4-3 ball game. There's 2 balls, no strikes. Next pitch, popped up, out of play. 2-1. That'll change the lineup for, I can't hear what's going on out there. Let's, no. 32. I don't have a 32 on my list either. So from the top of the 6th inning, it's a 4-3 ball game. Shelton on top, Montesano at bat. And it's 2 balls, 1 strike. To the leadoff batter for the Bulldogs, Evan Bates. He'll be followed by Payson Parker, and then Trace Ridgway. Max Johnson on the mound for the Highclimbers. Next pitch, that's popped up. It's playable. High fly ball on the run to get it. And gloving it, just reaching over to his right. Is that Elkins? Nope, that was double zero. So we have 1 out. So fly out. Okay, 1 down. That brings up Evan Bates. Ground out in the 4th. Struck out in the 2nd. Johnson at the windup. Hit the outside corner, did he? Nope. Yes, he did. Just hit that outside corner. 0-1. Next pitch. That one just again hits the outside corner a little low. Call strike 2. 0-2. Next pitch. That one is a ball. 1-2 now the count. Next pitch. That one is hit to center field. Can't see. It's going to drop in for a base hit. Ridgway heading around to second and his stand-up double. Wind is starting to get a little out of hand here. So 1 out. 2 on. I don't need that anyway. Or 1 on. In a 1-run game. Runner at second. Batter is Payson Parker. Pitch from Johnson. Straight down the middle, but low, ball 1. 1-0. To Ridgway. I'm sorry, not Ridgway. Parker. Next pitch, outside, ball 2. 2-0. Next pitch. Did that hit the outside corner? Yes, it did. 2-1. Johnson taking his time now. Here's the pitch. It's high. Ball 3. 3-1. 1 out, 1 on. Runners at second. That's Bates. There is a walk. So 2 on now. And that'll bring up Trace Ridgway. Is that right? No. No, that was Ridgway. I'm off by 1 here. That was Ridgway. He is over at first. I'm off by 1. Number 17 is the batter. And that has been Wills. Okay, so I'm off by 1. So it's actually Parker over at second. And Bates flew out. There we go. Okay, now I'm caught up. Now I've got it all in order. And the batter now has been Wills. One out, 2 on. Runners at first and second for the Bulldogs. There is a swing and a pop fly that's going to drop into right field. But he holds up. Bases are now loaded. So the bases are loaded, and the batter for the Bulldogs is going to be Cyrus Parsons. He hit the home run in the 5th inning, the 2-run shot, ground out in the 3rd. Max Johnson for the Highclimbers is on the mound. It's only 1 out, and the bases are loaded for Montesano. Johnson into stretches, wind up his pitch. That's strike 1. Next pitch. That's low. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 3 on. Bases are loaded. And it's strike 2 for Cyrus Parsons. He did a 2-run home run in the 5th inning to pull the Bulldogs within the 1 run that you see now. It's 4-3. There's a fly, pop foul actually, and still 1-2. Carter Olson is on deck for the Bulldogs. Sacks are loaded, however, for Parsons. He's got a 1-2 count. Here's the windup. The pitch. It's low, make it 2-2. Even count. Next pitch. That one's popped up. Foul off the 3rd base line. Can it be played? Nope. It's going to hit the top of the weight room. And it stays 2-2. Again, the bases are loaded for Montesano. You've got Wills at first, Ridgway at second, and Parker at 3rd. Batter again is Cyrus Parsons, trying to give Montesano the first lead of the night. And it's ball 2, count is full. Ball 3, I should say. Ball 3, 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 away, 3 on for Montesano. You give it the run for the out? We'll see. Next pitch. That one's a grounder. It's going to go to the shortstop. Gets 1. No play to first, and scoring is going to be Parker. Now 2 are out. They got, let's see, who did they get? They got Trace Ridgway. And on the play, nope, they didn't. They got Wills, actually. Ridgway made his way to third. And Parsons on first. And that'll bring up Olson. And the ball game's tied, excuse me. There we go, I'm sorry. Forgot. The most important part was the score. The ball game is tied, and there's now 2 outs. Pitch on the way, a swing and a miss. So that's going to be 1 ball, 1 strike. The right one there. Come on, there we go. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out. Runners at the corners for the Bulldogs, 1 in. Pitch on the way. That one's a ground ball. It's going to be gloved. And second baseman throw to Hitzman, and the out is recorded in the inning. But the Bulldogs did get 1. They tied the ball game up at 4. We head to the bottom of the 6th, all knotted up.
Everyone has dreams, but not everyone knows the steps they need to take to get there. At the Community Financial Center, we help members of our community credit union to work toward their dreams. Located inside the Shelton Mountain View branch, the Community Financial Center works with families to help them pursue their short and long-term goals, specializing in comprehensive financial planning, investment advisory services, insurance, and retirement planning. At the Community Financial Center, we work one-on-one with our community credit union members to help them identify their needs and their objectives. Together, we'll develop a set of strategies that seek your success. Isn't it time to set a path to your goals? Set up a free, no-obligation consultation at our Community Credit Union's Community Financial Center. It's your success. We just guide you towards it.
Sick with a cold or flu? Too busy to see a healthcare provider for a minor ailment? Now you can see a healthcare provider by phone or internet from your home or office 24/7. Mason General Hospital and family of clinics offers a 24/7 service from a qualified medical provider called My Mason Virtual Care. Private and secure, Virtual Care gives you at least 20 minutes of phone or internet visit for only $35, with options for Skype, FaceTime, or video chat. For more information and a complete list of illnesses cared for, go online to mymasonvirtualcare.com.
Mason General Hospital and family of clinics. Equal opportunity provider. Translation services provided.
Bottom of the 6th inning, tie ball game. All knotted up at 4. Leading things off for the Highclimbers is going to be Trey Denning. He walked in the 3rd. And looks like he had a hit in the 1st. And he did take ball 1, the first pitch. Trying to read my own writing, it's kind of hard to see. You'll swing at that one, throw it over our heads. 1-1 now, the count. 4-4 ball game, 1 ball, 1 strike. Leadoff batter for the Highclimbers here in the 6th. Zoliet still on the mound for Montesano. He has now 2 balls, 1 strike on the count to Trey Denning. On deck is Josh Deemer. And I believe he'll be followed by Matt Osborg. There's a strike 2 called there, 2-2 to Denning. Next pitch. High ball, 3-3-2. Next pitch, that's outside, and a leadoff walk to Denning. Brings up Josh Deemer. Nobody out. One on. And there's going to be a visit to the mound. So I was talking about what the Highclimbers have in the next couple of days. We'll head to Oregon. They will play Friday in Beaverton. They'll take on Aloha High School. And then on Saturday, they are at Rainier High School in Rainier, Oregon. And before opening South Sound Conference play next Tuesday against Capital, they'll be at Capital. So the next 3 games for the Highclimbers are on the road. For the Bulldogs, if you're interested, let's see here. Montesano travels to Aberdeen on Thursday. It's tomorrow. It's the upcoming schedule. Tomorrow for us, we will actually be on the softball field. A little bit of fast pitch softball. As the Lady Highclimbers, who had a 12-10 win yesterday in West Seattle, will be taking on Lakes. Come on out and watch the ladies play, or watch it online. But right now it's the baseball, and the Highclimbers and Montesano are tied up at 4, bottom of the 6th inning. Batter is Josh Deemer. He has a Trey Denning over at first base after leadoff walk. Tegan Zillette still on the mound for the Bulldogs. Looks over at first. Now he's into his stretch and a pitch onto the plate. And that's ball 1. Playing on the infield. Third baseman comes in. Short lead by Denning over at first. Takes a couple more steps. He's pitched to the plate. Swung on. That one's going to drop into, just fair. And that'll drop in for the base hit. They're going to hold up. Actually, it's not Denning, but it's a double for Deemer. And there's runners in scoring position. 29 is the runner. No, that is. We'll have to check on that. And the batter for the Highclimbers is Matt Osberg. Osberg popped out in the 4th, ground out in the 1st. So nobody out and 2 on. Runners at 2nd and 3rd for the Highclimbers tie ball game. Bottom of the 6th inning. Big lead by Deemer over 6th at 2nd. First pitch is inside, strike 1. On deck will be Max Johnson for the Highclimbers. Ooh, inside. Did that hit him? No. Runners hold. So the count is 1-1. Nobody out. Runners at 2nd and 3rd for the Highclimbers. Throw over to 3rd. They got one. So it's going to be 1 away. It'll be, actually, that was Maurice Castro, I believe, was the pinch runner there, and he's caught out. So you get a runner at 2nd, and that's Deemer. 1 down, 1-1 count. And the batter for the Highclimbers is Matt Osberg. So Zillette throws one inside. It's like ball 2. 2-1. 1 away. Tie ball game. Next pitch. That hit him. That did hit him. So that puts runners at first and second for Max Johnson. Just grazed him enough. Looks like we might have a pitching change here. Tegan Zilliette will take a seat. Coming in relief, be Jason Parker. So we'll take a timeout for his warm-ups. We'll be right back. 1 away and 2 on for the Highclimbers. And a new pitcher is coming up.
Hey, sports fans, do you want to know when and where your favorite teams in the South Sound Conference are playing, who won the game last night, and what the current standings are? Well, it's easy to find out on sscathletics.org. The information is entered by athletic directors and coaches, so you know it's accurate and up to date, making sscathletics.org the place to view official schedules, scores, standings, photos for all the schools and all the sports in the South Sound Conference. Check out sscathletics.org, the official website of the South Sound Conference.
If you love them enough to relearn math so you can teach them math, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
So the new pitcher for Montesano, as I mentioned, is Payson Parker, senior. He will face Max Johnson, and it looks like it'd be Adam Goldsby. There's a runner at second, and that's Josh Deemer for the Highclimbers. They won away here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Tie ball game. Kind of a slow-paced, grind-it-out type of thing. We did have 1 home run by Montesano, but as you know, if you're a Highclimber fan, they do the small ball. And that's how they've been able to create the chaos that they like to do out there on the infield, and you saw that as well in the 1st inning. So Max Johnson will step in for the Highclimbers with 1 away. Actually, I'm sorry, it's 2 on. I forgot. First pitch is going to be ball 1. So there's 2 on, as Osberg's over at first. Deemer's at second. I forgot about Osberg. Look at my score sheet and I might remember that. So 1 down. Next pitch, a little dribbler up the third base line. Throw over to first, that gets Johnson. That's 1 down. Actually, is that a double play? Oh, they did step on third. That's right, so that's a double play. So that ends the inning and ends the threat. We head to the 7th. Still 4-4.
Hey, you.
Yeah, you. Getting that college education?
What are you gonna do? Graduate and take some office job?
Be like everybody else?
Or will you dare do something different?
Like, be a teacher. You could be my teacher.
You got the skills, the smarts.
Yes, you.
You could be the teacher I never forget.
That'd be cool.
Does that corporate job even have recess?
What are you gonna make of yourself?
What are you gonna make of me?
There's so many great things about life in Mason County, and Hood Canal Communications is proud to be one more. Headquartered in Union, we offer the speed and reliability your family needs, backed by hometown service and support. Whether you need to just check email or power all those Wi-Fi devices around your home, HCC has the right package for you. Stop by one of our friendly offices, call or visit hcc.net to learn more. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
A healthcare provider is just a phone call or website visit away, thanks to a new service from Mason General Hospital and family of clinics called My Mason Virtual Care. Now you can talk with a board-certified healthcare provider from your home or office 24/7 for many common ailments, such as flu, pink eye, cold, or rash. Virtual care is private and secure, and a fee of only $35 for a 20-minute visit lets you avoid long wait times and limits your risk of exposure to others. No appointment needed. For more information and a complete list of illnesses cared for, go online to mymasonvirtualcare.com.
Mason General Hospital and Family of Clinics. Equal opportunity provider. Translation services provided.
They're back here at Highclimber Field. A 4-4 ball game, top of the 7th inning. Leading things off for the Montesano Bulldogs, Aaron Leno had a double in the 5th, struck out in the 3rd, and popped out in the 1st. The wind is blowing in from a weird angle. It's on the mound for the Highclimbers, still Max Johnson. Tie ball game, see what the Bulldogs can do here. First pitch outside, that looks like ball 1. Big Max, as they call him. It's well over 6 feet. I'm not sure how tall he is. Second pitch, that's strike 1, 1-1. Aaron Leno, the leadoff batter here. Pops one up. It's going into center field. Smotherman on the run. Reaches over his head. Dropped the ball. Heading for second is Leno. Stands up. Going to look to third. And he'll hold off the leadoff double for Aaron Leno. 4-4 ball game, no out. Unfortunately, I think we're going to give that an error there. I have 2 errors on the Highclimbers in this ball game. That will bring up Parker Plato. He popped out in the 5th, had a double in the 3rd, ground out in the 1st. It's the top of the order, by the way, for the Bulldogs. First pitch is in the dirt. And Lena will stay at second. It's a tie ball game. Montesano trying to complete the comeback. They trailed by as many as 4 runs. Max Johnson on the mound for the Highclimbers. Next pitch, bunt shown. Johnson will one-hand it, throw it over to first in time to get 1. On the play, however, Leno will make his way over to third. So 1 away. And runner at third base for the Bulldogs. I'm not really sure what the conversation is about. Did they not get him over at first? I think that is the conversation. Should get no. Nope, I think I call him out. So play stands. So 1 away. Runner at third, and that brings up Tegan Zillette. Let's see, it was a ground out in the 3rd and a fly out in the 1st. If I'm seeing this right. So 1 away, and a runner at third base. And that's Aaron Leno for Montesano trying to break the stalemate, complete the comeback. For Montesano, first pitch though. That's ball 1. 1-0. Two teams that qualified for state a year ago, last season. Montesano going a little bit further in the 1A than the Highclimbers in the 3A. That's ball 2. 2-0 for Max Johnson. Pitching to Tegan Zillette. Next pitch. Inside. Ooh, call that ball 3. Pretty good from my angle. So 3-0. Next pitch from Johnson. Outside, and that's a walk. So there's runners at the corners for the Bulldogs, and that brings up Evan Bates. Popped out in the last inning, ground out in the 4th, struck out in the 2nd. Runners at the corners for the Bulldogs. Got Aaron Leno at third, and Tegan Zilliette at first. First pitch to Bates is a ball. That's 1-0. Next pitch. Outside runner goes, throw to second. Not in time. The throw drew Smotherman off the bag. And so on the play, Zilliette is at second. Was that a strike two? Scoreboard says strike two. I think it's only 1-1. Next pitch on the way. Bunt, fair. Runner's going to score, but everybody else is safe as Leno is in. Breaks the tie. Still only one out now. We still have runners at the corners. So Zilliette is at third. Bates is at first. And that'll bring up Payson Parker. That gives the Montesano Bulldogs a 1-run lead, the first lead of the afternoon. First pitch, as Bates makes his way unmolested over to the second on that first pitch. Which was a ball, was it not? Yes, it was. Timeout has been called, and they're going to give Parker the base. So the bases are now loaded, and that will bring up Trace Ridgway. He walked in the 6th, struck out in the 4th, had a base hit in the 2nd. So the bases are loaded. This is the second time the bases have been loaded for the Bulldogs in this ball game. Infield's going to come in. And Ridgway waits for the first pitch from Max Johnson. That one goes back to the backstop. And coming in to score is Tegan Zilliette, and that's one more in. And everybody else advances. So 2 are in now, making it 6-4. And there's only one out. Runners it now at second and third. 2 in, 1 out. 2 on for Montesano. Taking the lead. They scored 6 unanswered runs. There's a swing and a miss. 1-1 is the count. Next pitch. It's another swing and a miss. 1-2. Top of the 7th inning. Montesano gave up 4 runs in the first, and there's a strikeout. Ridgway goes down and swing, and that'll be 2 out. And then coming up should be, is it Wills or is it Farmer? I can't tell. Pitch in is going to be strike 1. Okay, we'll take it. Strike 1. It is Wills. He had a base hit in the 5th inning. I'm sorry, in the 6th inning. Takes ball 1. 1-2 now. Or 1-1 now the count. 2 out. Runners at second and third for Montesano. They have scored 6 unanswered runs. Strike 2. 1-2 now the count. Looks like Max Johnson's broken his glasses. He's going to hand him off to Coach Winans. Oh yeah, he broke his glasses. Got the count of 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 on, 2 in for Montesano here. Johnson back on the mound. Against Ben Wills. 2 runs are in here. There's a ball right back to Johnson. He'll just one-hand it over, underhand it to Hitzman, and that will end the inning, but the Montesano Bulldogs take the lead on 2 hits, 2 runs scored on 2 hits. They left 2. A couple of errors in the inning as well. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Highclimbers trailing by 2. We'll be back.
Most party fouls are pretty dumb. But if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Underage drinking and driving. The ultimate party foul.
Frustrated by rising cable prices? You're not the only one. As your local cable TV provider, we work hard to give you the channels you want to watch the local news, enjoy family night, and cheer on your favorite sports team. We also fight to keep your rates fair, but at the negotiating table, large corporate broadcasters demand higher fees for their programming. As TV viewership goes down, broadcast rates continue to go up. It's not fair. None of us should cover their losses. Visit keeptheconnections.com for more information on how we're working for you.
Everyone has dreams, but not everyone knows the steps they need to take to get there. At the Community Financial Center, we help members of our community credit union to work toward their dreams. Located inside the Shelton Mountain View branch, the Community Financial Center works with families to help them pursue their short and long-term goals, specializing in comprehensive financial planning, investment advisory services, insurance, and retirement planning. At the Community Financial Center, we work one-on-one with our community credit union members to help them identify their needs and their objectives. Together, we'll develop a set of strategies that seek your success. Isn't it time to set a path to your goals? Set up a free, no-obligation consultation at our community credit union's Community Financial Center. It's your success. We just guide you towards it.
Leadoff batter, actually, is Adam Goldsby. He'll pop one out, and has 1 out quickly for the Highclimbers here. 1 pitch, 1 out. 6-4. That'll bring up the top of the order Caleb Hitzman, followed by Ty Smotherman. Hitzman will ground one. Is that fair? It's a foul ball. Hitzman was on his way around to second, but it is a foul ball. Now we're going to have an argument on that one. As Hitzman went for 3 and slid in, and now they're going to discuss that one. It's a foul ball, very close to the bag. So Hitzman has a 1 count after running 3 bases. The foul ball called. This is a 6-4 game. Montesano on top is the last chance for the Highclimbers here. Caleb Hitzman, the batter. Pitch on the way, he'll pop one. That one's a belt that's going to go deep to left field. It's going to drop in for a base hit. Hitzman rounding first, heading to second. It's going to have a stand-up double with 1 out. That'll bring up Ty Smotherman. He ground out in the 5th, ground out in the 2nd, struck out in the 1st. So 1 away, 1 on for the Highclimbers. Ty Smotherman is the batter, and on deck it's going to be Brendan Ingstrom. Parker will step off, call timeout, and talk things over with his catcher, Plato. So the battery here is Payson Parker on the mound and Parker Plato behind the plate. 1 on, 1 out for the Highclimbers. The batter is Ty Smotherman. Pitch to the plate. There's a pop fly. It's going to go foul. Nope, it looks like it might be fair. It's going to drop in for a base hit. Hitzman will hold up at third. Smotherman goes back to first, and there's runners at the corners for the Highclimbers. That'll bring up Brendan Ingstrom. Ingstrom, let's see, he struck out in the third, and he had a double in the first. We're going to get a pinch runner here. Oh, it's a re-enter, that's what it was. Ingstrom is being re-entered. So runners are at the corners here. Top of the 7th inning. 6-4 is the score. Montesano with the lead. Shelton at bat. They have 1 down here. So we got runners. You've got Hitzman over at third, Smotherman at first, and the batter again is Brendan Ingstrom. With 1 down here in the 7th. First pitch is a ball. One ball, no strikes. Sorry, you can't quite see it. The sun has kind of gone down. We'll have to change the settings on our cameras. For our first game here, 2019, first baseball game. Pitch on the plate. There's a foul ball. Hooking foul. So it's 1-1 on the count. Again, we have runners at third and first for the Highclimbers. Trailing by 2 runs here. They scored 4 runs in the first inning. Were shut down till this point. Let's see here. Ball's outside. Gets a nice stop by Plato. So it's a 2 balls, 1 strike. Falcon Johnson on deck for the Highclimbers. The batter at the moment, though, is Brendan Ingstrom. Throw over to first. And Smotherman's back diving. Pitch to the plate. It's going to be ball 3. Or ball 3. 3-1 the count to Ingstrom. Runners take their leads, pitch to the plate. Another pop foul. So that'll be the full count. Sun's starting to go down. It's starting to get a little chilly. I was up here last night to test a couple of things, and it was cold. Throw over to third. Hitzman is back safely. So you got Hitzman over at third, Smotherman at first. Brendan Ingstrom is at the plate. He's a full count. He'll smack one. It's going to be stopped, but in is Hitzman. Ball gets away from the first baseman. Smotherman goes to third. Ingstrom stays at first. So we have a 1-run game, and that brings up Falcon Johnson, Max Falcon Johnson. Got a 1-run game now. Montesano 6, Shelton 5. One away, and runners are at the corners for the Highclimbers, and Falcon Johnson is the batter for Shelton. Falcon walked in the 5th, popped out in the 3rd, reached on an error in the 1st. pitch to the plate. And strike one is called. Excuse me, that's one, so that's not a full count. I had a little bit of... Didn't reset my scoreboard. So it's 0 balls, 1 strike. There's ball 1. Runners are still at the corners. 1-run ball game. The swing and a miss by Falcon, so 1-2 the count. Pitch on the way, there is a foul back, so the count remains 1-2. I think it's Maurice Castro on deck. Could be wrong, though. The board says it's 2-2. I don't think that's right. I think it's 1-2. Falcon will take time. So again, we have Engstrom at first, Smotherman over at third, and Max Falcon Johnson at the plate takes ball 2. 2-2. Falcon 1 at a time. The board says it's 3, but I have 2-2. Umpire hasn't given me the signs. Time is called. So the board says there's a full count. I have 2-2. Crowd's not liking what Max Falcon is doing. He keeps on. Yes, it is 2-2. 6-5 is their score. We have a little bit more discussions here. Montesano has scored 6 unanswered runs to take the lead at 6-4 after the Highclimbers got on the board in the first inning. And the Highclimbers got 1 here. So 1 out, 1 in, and 2 on for Shelton here in the bottom of the 7th inning. 2-2 count to Max Falcon Johnson. He'll belt one that's going to drop in for a base hit. Tagging up and running in to score Smotherman. And that ties the ball game at 6. So we have runners at first and second in a tie ball game. And that will bring up 29, which I believe is Maurice Castro. I could be wrong. So I don't have a 29 on my score sheet. Wait a minute, I do. Wesley Berman. That's who it is. So it's a tie ball game with runners at first and second. 1 out for the Highclimbers. Ball 1 is called. 2 runners are in. On the mound for Montesano is Payson Parker. He just threw ball 2. Good stop by Plato. Got Falcon Johnson over at first. Brennan Engstrom at second. Caleb Hitzman and Ty Smotherman are both in, and there's 1 out. And strike 1. 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out, 2 in, 2 on. There's a foul off the backstop to our right. So 2-2 is the count. 2 in, 2 on, 1 away for the Highclimbers. That's ball 3. The count is full. Runners hold. Good stop yet again by Parker Plato. On deck is Josh Deemer. Oh, they're going to call strike 3 on that one. So where are we? So there's now 2 down. So Josh Deemer is the batter. He'll pop one up overhead. Make sure it's going to come down on top of this. All right. So 2 out, 2 on, 2 in for the Highclimbers here. Josh Deemer. At bat. Curveball. That's strike 2. And that will end the inning with a strikeout. So the Highclimbers get even. We head to 7, all knotted up. We'll be right back.
Sick with a cold or flu? Too busy to see a healthcare provider for a minor ailment? Now you can see a healthcare provider by phone or internet from your home or office 24/7. Mason General Hospital and family of clinics offers a 24/7 service from a qualified medical provider called My Mason Virtual Care. Private and secure, Virtual Care gives you at least 20 minutes of phone or internet visit for only $35, with options for Skype, FaceTime, or video chat. For more information and a complete list of illnesses cared for, go online to mymasonvirtualcare.com.
Mason General Hospital and family of clinics. Equal opportunity provider. Translation services provided.
Hey, sports fans, do you want to know when and where your favorite teams in the South Sound Conference are playing, who won the game last night, and what the current standings are? Well, it's easy to find out on sscathletics.org. The information is entered by athletic directors and coaches, so you know it's accurate and up to date, making sscathletics.org the place to view official schedules, scores, standings, photos for all the schools, and all the sports in the South Sound Conference. Check out sscathletics.org, the official website of the South Sound Conference.
I admit, I did try another TV provider. It sounded like a great deal, but I quickly realized it wasn't. When I read the fine print, I was locked into a long-term contract with a huge cancellation fee. So I came back to HCC. They're more reliable, the service is local, and I save, bundling internet and phone with them too. And I'm a lot happier now.
Great service from a local company. Stay with HCC.
So we head to the 8th inning. Max Johnson still on the mound for the Highclimbers. He puts strike 1 into the batter for Montesano. And that is Cole Daniels. The base hit's going to dribble. It's going to be gloved. Throw over to first. Low and bobbled and in time and safe actually at first is going to be Daniels. And let's see, I have one. Let's see, no, that's not it. That. I have 4 errors on the Highclimbers here in the ball game, and that will bring up. Sure, where we are in the lineup here. Bunt that's foul. Who is that? Can't see who that is. Number 2. Oh, it's Carter Olson. Okay, so we'll put this one down here. And that was strike one. And strike two called. So one on and nobody out here for Carter Olson. And the ball one. 1-2 for Olson. The top of the order on deck is Aaron Leno is on deck. The ground ball right to shortstop. Throw over to first for one. Throw to or second for one. Throw to the first is not in time. So they got one, but couldn't complete the double play. And that'll bring up Leno. One down, one on. 6-6 ball game. Extra innings for the opener for the Highclimbers. Ball one to Leno. One out, one on. 2 balls, no strikes to Leno. Aaron Leno with a double in the 7th, a double in the 5th, struck out in the 3rd, popped out in the 1st. 3 pitches to Leno and all balls. On deck will be Plato, I believe, yes. And there is a walk. So 2 on for the Bulldogs here in the 8th inning. Osberg will go out to talk to Johnson. So runners at first and second. Olson's over at second. Leno at first. 1 away. And Parker Plato is the batter. Ground out in the 7th. Popped out in the 5th. Had an RBI double in the 3rd. Ground out in the 1st. Pitch to the late. That's strike 1. Oops, that should be 0. No balls, 1 strike. 1 out, 2 on. Next pitch. The belt is going to drop in for a base hit. Rounding 3rd and coming in to score is going to be Olson. Heading for 3rd. And safe is Leno. So Montesano takes the lead back at 7-6. So it brings up Tegan Zilliet. He's got runners at the corners, 1 out and 1 in to retake the lead here in the 8th for Montesano. First pitch gets away from Osberg. In to score is Leno, and that makes an extra run, 2-run lead for Montesano, 8-6. And let's see on the play, Plato goes over to second. So 2 in, 1 out, 1 on, and the count is 1 ball, no strikes. Oops, sorry about that. To Tegan Zilliet. There we go. And Zilliet will pop a high fly ball He's going to go over to right field. It's Glove there, tagging and running to third. Relay to third, not in time, and sliding in there on the sac fly. So that makes 2 out. And runner is now at third. That's Plato. And it's Evan Bates, the batter. Had a base hit in the 7th inning. Popped out in the 3rd, ground out in the 4th, struck out in the 2nd. 2 down, 2 in, 1 on for Montesano. There's a 1-pitch throw, or 1-pitch, 1-hit throw over to Hitzman, and that'll end the inning. But Bulldogs get 2 more, take a 2-run lead. Lead it 3-run lead. Is that right? We got 3 here. I'll head to the bottom of the 8th.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or waiting for your ride. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included in Hood Canal Communications TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Hood Canal Communications online to learn more.
Sorry about that, folks. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning, 8-6. The Montesano Bulldogs came away with 2 runs in their half of the 8th, and the Highclimbers are down to their last 3 outs. And they'll lead things off with Matthew Osberg. First pitch, grounded foul. Let's see here. Osberg hit by a pitch in the 6th. Popped out in the 4th. Ground out in the 1st. And he takes strike 1. No, sorry, so it's 1 ball, 1 strike. And that backwards. On deck is Max Johnson for the Highclimbers. Osberg will ground 1 to 3rd, throw to 1st in time, and there's 1 away. That'll bring up Max Johnson. He ground out in the 6th, walked in the 4th, ground out in the 1st. So 1 away for the Highclimbers. Highclimbers scored 4 runs in the 1st inning, then let the Bulldogs come back, score 6 unanswered, and then they added 2 in the 7th, and that's where we sit as the Bulldogs added 2 more. So it's 0-1 to Johnson. Goldsby's on deck. Oh, swing and a miss there. 0-2 now. Basin Parker is still on the mound. Been on the mound since the 7th. It's ball 1. 1-2. Apologize that the picture is pretty dark. I don't have much control over this particular camera. There's a dribbler that's going to be bounced back to Parker. He'll glove it, throw it over to 1st, and there's 2 down. So Adam Goldsby is the batter, 2 outs. Goldsby started the 7th inning with a fly out to right field. First pitch to him. Outside ball 1. Should Goldsby reach? There's a ground ball over to third. Throws it over to first, and that's the ball game, folks. 1, 2, 3 go the Highclimbers in the 8th, and Montesano picks up the win, 8-6. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back, as it is a final here at Highclimber Field. Montesano 8, Shelton 6. We'll be right back.
Since 1941, our community credit union has been focused on our members and helping you achieve your financial goals. At OCCU, we offer personal, mortgage, home equity, and business loans to meet your needs. Our top priority remains the same, providing personal, professional caring service to our members.
Helping people is very gratifying. To be able to say I work at a place that does that every single day, I'm very proud to be a part of that.
Become a member and become part of a growing, diversified family.
When you call OCCU, you get a live person, not a recording. Call representatives like me are truly here for you.
Dedicated to our community, last year OCCU employees volunteered over 1,700 hours to 43 service groups, schools, and community events. For over 20 years, we've been awarded the highest rating from Bauer Financial, the nation's leading bank, rating, and research firm. Come see the difference and give OCCU an opportunity to earn your trust.
Neighbors help each other. It's how community works, and it's how we do business at Hood Canal Communications. We know you count on us for value-priced internet, TV, and phone service, backed by friendly local support. Your hard-earned dollars stay right here as we invest in our community, our people, and smart technology. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected while being a good neighbor.
Everyone has dreams, but not everyone knows the steps they need to take to get there. At the Community Financial Center, we help members of our community.
Well, it's a final. In 8 innings, Montesano Bulldogs come in and come back from 4 runs down, and win it in 8-6. I was just doing some quick little addition, but my computer froze up. We had to do some more. We're going to take another timeout. We'll be right back with some totals, hopefully, or I get a little chilly here. We'll be back in just a moment.
Everyone has dreams, but not everyone knows the steps they need to take to get there. At the Community Financial Center, we help members of our community credit union to work toward their dreams. Located inside the Shelton Mountain View branch, the Community Financial Center works with families to help them pursue their short and long-term goals, specializing in comprehensive financial planning, investment advisory services, insurance, and retirement planning. At the Community Financial Center, we work one-on-one with our community credit union members to help them identify their needs and their objectives. Together, we'll develop a set of strategies that seek your success. Isn't it time to set a path to your goals? Set up a free, no-obligation consultation at our Community Credit Union's Community Financial Center. It's your success. We just guide you towards it.
Sick with a cold or flu? Too busy to see a healthcare provider for a minor ailment? Now you can see a healthcare provider by phone or internet from your home or office 24/7. Mason General Hospital and Family of Clinics offers a 24/7 service from a qualified medical provider called My Mason Virtual Care. Private and secure, Virtual Care gives you at least 20 minutes of phone or internet visit for only $35, with options for Skype, FaceTime, or video chat. For more information and a complete list of illnesses cared for, go online to mymasonvirtualcare.com.
Mason General Hospital and Family of Clinics. Equal opportunity provider. Translation services provided.
What's a final here at Highclimber Field? Montesano 8, Shelton 6. The Bulldogs came back from 4 runs down, scored 6 unanswered runs, led by a home run. Let's see, where did I write that down? Who had the home run? There it is. It's Cyrus Parson, the 2-run home run. He started things out, and they came back, scored 6 unanswered, forced extra innings. The Highclimbers did, and pulled off the win. The Bulldogs go to 2-0 on this young season. The Highclimbers 0-1. A couple of highlights for the Highclimbers. Let's see here. Brendan Ingstrom 2 for 3 at the plate. Josh Deemer 1 for 2. Let's see here. Ty Smotherman was 1 for 2, scored a run. Caleb Hitzman got 1 for 4, scored a run and hit a double. So not quite, the pitching was kind of the thing that struggled for the Highclimbers in the middle of the ball game, and they couldn't quite finish it off, but held it tight. They scored 4 runs in the 4th, held scoreless until the, hold on a second. Let me just double check here. Until the 7th. And they were down 2 runs, scored 2, tied it up, then allowed 2 more runs. And they go out, and that's the ball game, falling in 8 innings. It's a little chilly. If I sound a little chilled out, it's a little chilly right now. The sun has gone down a little bit, and it is cold. All right, so next up, as I mentioned earlier, for Shelton, they travel to Oregon Friday and Saturday. The Highclimbers play Aloha High School in Beaverton, Oregon on Friday, Rainier High School in Rainier, Oregon on Saturday. Shelton opens South Sound Conference play next Tuesday at Capitol, so the next 3 games are on the road for the Highclimbers. Climbers host the Cougars in 1 week, and Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, will broadcast that game next Wednesday. First pitch is at 4 o'clock. Montesano, they hit the road, or stay on the road actually, and they travel to Aberdeen tomorrow. Our next broadcast, however, is tomorrow when the Shelton Fast Pitch softball team holds their home opener against Lakes. They had a 12-10 win at West Seattle yesterday. First pitch for that non-conference game tomorrow for the Lady Climbers is at 4. And that'll do it for us here at Highclimber Field. Final again, Montesano 8, Shelton 6. We will talk to you tomorrow. Hang on a second here. Trying to get rid of things here. Here we go. We'll talk to you tomorrow. This broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, has been made possible by our Community Credit Union. Our priority is you. Mason General Hospital and Family of Clinics. United community, empowered people, exceptional health. And Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
Thanks for watching Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.